Hello and welcome to a Star Wars Toys special. Into Home Bargains, and they have a whole load of Star Wars stuff that's like super cheap at the minute. So I went a little mad because it was my birthday and I had a little bit of extra money. So I decided I was just going to do all the Star Wars toys at once, and hopefully I could do it without the presence of a guest cat. So we're just going to start with these. These are not really action figures. These are just display toys. This was the Disney Infinity line, which is now, it's discontinued. But I've always collected the figures because the figures look so awesome. So I've got a whole bunch of Marvel ones. I've got a couple of Star Wars ones. But this was a 2-pack. And in Home Bargains, right now, they are selling these for £2.99. £2.99. You can't really go wrong. I'm just going to strip off the packaging. The good thing about this kind of packaging is it doesn't require a lot of cutting with scissors. So you get Finn and you get Rey, and you also get this little like First Order Stormtrooper type dealy thing, which, if you have the Disney Infinity games, I believe it is also a playable character. But I don't know because I don't have it. So this is the Rey figure. And if I'm going to try and get this to focus. I didn't dress my set as much this time in hopes that I would be able to get the camera to focus, but of course, it's a Star Wars episode, so the cat has come to take part. So this is the Rey. She's got her little baton or quarterstaff, whatever you want to call it, and she's got her Jakku outfit. Yes, I love you. And then we've got Finn in the jacket that Poe gives him, and then we've got the First Order Stormtrooper. And that's pretty cool. It's all translucent. It's pretty cool. I do like this. These are going to look like, these are display figures rather than playing figures. So these are going to look really cool in the Star Wars section of my display cabinet. Yeah. Thank you for joining me in this. I really couldn't have done this without you. Next up, now I'm trying to reach around a camera and a cat. Next up, I've got this Star Wars Rogue One action figure of Jynn Action. This was only £1.99, and they had loads of the Rogue Ones, and they were all Jynn Action. I don't know why she wasn't very popular. I loved Rogue One. Rogue One it's definitely one of my favourite Star Wars films. It's so hard to choose. I'm just going to cut the damn thing open because who cares? And that's my phone going off. See, everything always goes right in the Star Wars episodes. Always goes so right. Nothing goes wrong. Now this has got something it's not the Force Link, but it does have a scannable QR code for the Hasbro Star Wars Studio. God, why isn't this focusing? There we go. The Hasbro Star Wars Studio FX app. And there's this QR code, and you can record the toys and add effects and stuff, but I'm probably not going to do that. So here we have the Jynn Action figure. She's pretty cool. I really like her. I really loved Rogue One. Oh, this comes off. How well does this come off? Come on. It must come off. It's come this far. Right, okay. So this is it without the scarf, and I think she looks very, very close, like, to the actress. I think it's a pretty good sculpt. It's not highly detailed, but it's a pretty good sculpt. Her head turns all the way around. Her shoulders turn. She's dropped the gun she was holding. No elbow movements. Her hips do that so she can sit down. But yeah, no, I really like this. She's got this little gun that was in her hand when it came out the packet. But I think it also goes in this little holster. It does. It goes in the little holster. That's super cute. Okay, so she's got this. Don't know what that is. And then she's got I assume this is supposed to come out the weapon. It's like a beamy thing. A beamy thing of thing. Yeah. I'm probably never going to play with this because it looks a bit rude. And I put a scarf on. This is some type of vinyl or rubber. It's got some good texture detail on it. There we go. But no, I genuinely like this toy, and it was only $1.99. I wouldn't have liked to have paid that much more for it because it's got so few points of articulation. It's only head, shoulders, hips. And generally, if I'm paying more for figures, I want them to have elbows and knees. But I like the texture on her trousers. It's quite cool and detailed, and she's got some cool detail on the boots and on the jacket. So $1.99 for this figure is pretty good value. I'm just gonna try and get this to focus a bit more. So yeah, I'm very happy with this for $1.99. Now, previously on the show, I covered this doll, which is Rey of Jakku, Forces of Destiny. As you can see back here, I have a whole other bunch of Forces of Destiny dolls, which were from Home Bargains. So let's grab the other Rey and move these guys over here. You go over there, Jynn. Oh, Finn's fell over. Right, okay. So here is the other Rey doll. How are we doing on this focus? There we go. So professional. So this is Rey of Jakku with BB-8, and this cost $7.99. I know. How amazing is that? Now, these packages. Yeah, both cats are in. These packages are a little fiddly to get into. Probably because these dolls were retailing like around the £20 region. So it's to be expected that they really probably didn't want you trying to steal them at that price, but at $7.99, who's complaining? I knew I should have taken these out the packets before I started. Right, just to show you as well, on the back, there's also Jynn Action and there's Sabine Wren from Rebels. Here we go, we're in the packet now. I know some people will be absolutely devastated that I've taken these out the packets. I don't care. I don't care. There's some stuff that that I have that I've not removed from the packaging. Certain action figures, mainly Avengers ones, but these ones I have the urge to play with them because they're so good and because they make such a good part of my Star Wars display. can I get this out now? Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we've got BB. BB, by the way, is probably my favourite droid. I know that, like, my friend, when he first saw him, was quite cynical and like, R2, but even he later agreed, BB-8, super adorable. So cute. I love BB. I love BB more than R2 now. So the other Rey has her staff. This Rey comes with Luke's lightsaber, or Anakin's lightsaber. The one that was somehow miraculously found after it fell all the way through Cloud City. None of that explained, that one. I'm sure someone in the novels will come up with an explanation for it. Definitely not in the films. Alright. Okay. So we've got her out the packet. Now we've got to try and cut this out. Now this is better on this one. On the other one, I don't know how well you can see these little plasticky tab things. They're still sort of sticking out ahead, because I didn't want to risk cutting her hair. And I don't think I'm going to manage it this time either. No. Yep, still bits sticking out hair. But this is... I love her hair. Her hair, like... I love it. I could never do it, so that's why I did not take it out. But... So we've got Rey. This is quite different to the other doll, and I don't just mean in costume. It looks like they've redesigned the costume, so now she can sit better. Her underskirt thing is in two pieces. She's got the gun in the holster, super cool. This one, oh, this one does open. I'm an idiot. Okay, so it's the same underpart, but the doll sculpt itself, if we compare these. Trying to get this to focus on them. There we go. They are slightly different. Very, very slightly. I don't know if it's entirely a different model, or if it's just that they look slightly different because they came off at different times of the production line. But they both very much look like Daisy Ridley. This one, of course, you know, it's the hard plastic, and then the material is her, like, toilet papery bit. This, again, is the hard plastic with her trousers and a skirt thing, but this is cloth. Her armbands are cloth. She's very articulated. I'm really happy with the articulation. Elbows, wrists, shoulders, head, knees, hips. The feet don't turn, but they don't need to because they've got these, like, boots on. These are, they look slightly different to the other ones. I could be wrong. It could, again, this could just be about different manufacturing times. But I think that they look slightly different. Then she's got the cool hip holster, and then we've got the lightsaber. So let's see if we can get this into her hand. A bit of trouble with the baton or the quarterstaff, whatever you would prefer to call it. And again, it looks like I'm having trouble doing this. Let's see if I can get this in. There we go. There we go. There we go, Rey. That's much better, isn't it? Now we've got your weapons all set up. So yeah, for $7.99, awesome, absolutely awesome. Back there you go, Rey. Back there you go, other Rey. BB, so cute. Now the other two that I have are Princess Leia. So excited to do these because I love Princess Leia. And again, trying to reach around a certain pussycat who decided she was going to join me. So yeah, this is the Forces of Destiny, Princess Leia and R2-D2. I'm going to take it out the packet to show you the sculpt because it really is amazing how much it looks like Carrie Fisher, late great Carrie Fisher, who was completely and utterly awesome and should be adored for all time because she was a wonderful, marvellous, slightly insane person. It's just chaotic. That's not very happy with me because of what I'm doing, making a lot of plasticky noises that she doesn't like. Right. So we'll take out R2 first. Delete this is a thing. You need a bath. Right. So this is the R2. His head turns and his legs do the hello my daisy, hello my darling, hello my ragtime gal dance. Let's just compare him to BB, and I could be wrong, but I think this scale is spot on. I think I mean I could be wrong, but I think this is more or less to scale with these two, which is really good because it means that when I put them on display, they'll look really cool next to each other. Obviously, BB just looks adorable. Oh, it never goes right. Never goes right. Whenever we do Star Wars, something goes wrong. It usually involves cats. Right, let's get Leia out of this packet. Right, again, this, I don't know why they do this through the head, because it means I'm going to risk cutting her hair. No, there we go. Oh, I don't want to cut her hair. Who was the moron who came up with this system? That like flew off and hit my eye, but it didn't cut her hair, so that's clearly what's important. Right. Just get a gun out the packet as well. A blaster gun. Right, so here's the blaster. It's a little bit bent because I just yanked it out the packet, but it's fine. Okay. So, Leia, look at that sculpt. That is amazing. It really, really looks like Carrie Fisher. They've not just taken a generic doll head and slapped on a hairstyle. They've tried to make this look like the character, which is very much appreciated. The hair's a bit bunched up at the back, but that's okay because it's doll hair, not real hair. Her outfit underneath is hard plastic. We cut this band. But she has the same articulation points as Rey. So she's got waist, head, shoulders, elbows, wrists, knees, and it looks like her boots come off. I mean, they might not, but let's see if we can get these off. Really interested, to see if they bothered to do the feet. And they did, sort of. Look, they've put toes on it. They haven't just done like a generic plastic like foot shape. So, but now I've done that. God, that calf looks weird compared to the rest of it. Let's put her big fluffy boot back on. Otherwise I'll lose it. Like, this is a really, really cool figure. I mean, look at Leia. Look how awesome she is. Let's put a gun in her hand. Oh, that went in so easily. She just looks so cool. And again, $7.99. $7.99, and I got Leia and R2. Now this last one is the one I'm really looking forward to. This is Forces of Destiny Endor Adventure. So we've got Princess Leia, and we've got Wicket W. Warwick, the Ewok. I love Ewoks. I even like the Ewoks films. I have all of the Ewoks cartoons. I love Ewoks because I was a kid when I saw the Star Wars films, and Ewoks reminded me of my teddy bears. That's generally the way to tell how old someone was when they first saw the Star Wars films. If they say they hate Ewoks, then they probably never saw them as kids, so they're not to be trusted. Oh, this is well, I was about to say this is coming out so much easier, but it's not. Just cutting the box, destroying all potential future resale value, because I would never resell these. This is Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Why would I ever want to resell my figures? And my phone's going again. That's a house phone. It's a landline. That's why it's not on silent, like my actual phone that I'm using to film this. So she comes with quite a bit of stuff. I'll just rip it out. This is like an alternative dress for her. This is like the dress that she wears to the Ewok party. This is the outfit that she wears when she lands, obviously, and she first meets the Ewoks. That's Wicket's stick. Wicket, played by Warwick Davies, who the character was sort of renamed after, because originally it was just called Wicket, and they renamed him to Wicket W. Warwick. I just was trying to see if I could get his hood off. It should come off, but I'm not going to take it off. The figure is flocked, so it's furry. His hips move. His shoulders move. His head doesn't really move, but that's okay. He's got his little spear. I'm gonna try and get this in his hand. The good thing about these is there is a little bit of flexibility with the fingers, so it's made trying to get the weapons in hands slightly less awkward. So there's Wicket. Warwick Davies, of course, also appeared in Star Wars Episode 1 in the pod racing scene in the crowd, and then of course he appeared in Solo, the Han Solo film, supposedly playing the same character that he played in Episode 1. Of course, this Episode 1 character didn't speak, so, you know, that's how come they managed to wangle that. Her arm's stuck a little bit. I'm trying to get this. There we go. There we go, Leia. Right, so here's Leia in her like green camo. She's got the braided hair. It's done slightly differently on this one compared to the other one. She's still got her gun, her blaster gun, but it's a different one. That's cool. That goes in this holster. Now, this is where she is completely different to the other ones. All of her clothes are made of cloth. And we are going to undress Princess Leia. She's got a bra on. A flesh-coloured bra. Oh my god. I feel like I'm violating Princess Leia. Does she have knickers on? She has flesh-coloured knickers on. This is ridiculous. Just put white-coloured knickers on her, or just make her smooth round the bend like Barbie. We're going to put her other outfit on, which is also all cloth. This one was slightly more expensive than the others. This one was $8.99. $8.99 for Princess Leia and an Ewok. I mean, who's going to be complaining about these prices? Certainly not me. I love Home Bargains. I just go to Home Bargains for everything. She's not the easiest thing in the world to dress, I'll say that. But then, being fair about this, I don't think I've actually dressed a doll in a long time. Not a hard plastic doll at any road. Oh no, I think I've just broken something. Oh, I'm going to get in so much trouble. Broken it. Does a hand even come through the sleeve? Right. Okay, I'm annoyed now. Right. See here, the sleeves are attached to a dress. And I've accidentally pulled one off. But I'm just trying to get it dressed now. I think they've made these with the assumption that these will never be taken out the packets. Because, look at this sleeve, like her hand is not coming through at all on this sleeve. I'm not even sure the end of this sleeve opens properly. I'm going to try my very, very best to try and get a hand through. Because what I wanted to do was to put this underneath a green cape thing so that I wouldn't lose it. Because I tend to lose things once they come out the packets, which is why I tend to keep things in packets. But here's the thing: if you want it, like if you want display packaging, like make it so that we can put things back in the display packaging. Oh my god, that was just a chew. Right. Look, this was not easy. This was really not easy. And now she's got this thread coming off of her dress. And again, I'm going to have to... This seems sacrilegious, but I'm actually going to have to cut this to get her wrist on. And I'm getting worried now. This is taking so much time that the footage is going to stop because my phone will run out of storage. If it does, what I want to say now is that I really, really like these dolls, and I think that in Home Bargains right now they are incredible good value for money. And that if you are a Star Wars fan, you definitely need to get down and get some. Now, the cat that's joining us now is not actually my cat. This is my cousin's cat, because my cousin has come to live in my house and he brought his cat with him. So we currently have 3 cats in the house, and apparently all of them like Star Wars, and all of them like interrupting the filming process, don't you? He's not very happy with me because I'm not his daddy. And if you're a cat owner, you know that your cat loves one person the most, and that is provider of food. And I am not provider of food. Right, okay. God, that was completely more difficult than it needed to be, getting this dress on her. And now it's on her. It doesn't look that good, to be honest. If I'm being completely and perfectly honest. Like, what do you think, Shiloh? He's not bothered. Let's put a green hood back on, because it looked better, basically. I know I say basically and obviously a lot, and I don't mean to. I'm trying to work on that. Right. So here we go. In general, this is a great looking figure. If you're a Star Wars collector or a doll collector or whatever, basically, if you just like Princess Leia, get yourself down to Home Bargains if you live in the UK, of course, because I'm sorry it's not available in the US at these low prices. But yeah, $7.99 for regular Leia with R2. $7.99 for Rey of Jakku with BB-8, and $8.99 for Princess Leia with Wicket the Ewok and an extra outfit that I can't get the flaming belt to go back on now. Oh my God, why are things so difficult? Maybe it's because I didn't thread it through properly. Maybe that could be the reason. Maybe. See, this is what happens when the cats come in and they distract me, and I'm like, oh, it's a fluffy pussycat, and I just I lose all train of thought. There we go. Will this fasten now? I haven't even got to her shoes yet, which I really want to show you, hopefully before we run out of time. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, we can do this. We can do this, Leia. Suck it in. Suck it in. There we go. Oh my God. Oh my God, Leia. Leia, what an ordeal that was. Right, her shoes. Oh God, her legs turned around. Now again, this is all the same points of articulation as the other ones, but if I just remove these booties, not a highly detailed foot, but you know, let's not be fussy. She has as an alternative these sandals, which she wears in the Ewok village, and that I've just broken, taking out of the packet. That was clever. Right, so one of these is broken, coming out the packet. Luckily I have a glue gun. So I'm not going to put the sandals on her because I've broken them. Great. It's okay because I could go back down to Home Bargains and buy another one because they're so cheap. Also, I've got this this bow and arrow. This adorable bow and arrow. that I believe belongs to Wicket. Didn't hold very well, but that's okay. This is just, it's such a good series. It's so good. It looks so much like Carrie Fisher. Like they've made so much effort to do this. She looks great. Oh, she looks amazing. I'm very, very happy with all of these dolls, and this one's probably my favourite out of the lot of them. I prefer the way her hair's styled on this one to the other one, and obviously, I mean, who doesn't love an Ewok? Monsters don't love Ewoks, and of course, obviously, BB, because BB is adorable. Yeah, so I highly recommend this series. Star Wars fan or doll fan or whatever, these are great. Get down to Home Bargains, get a couple. They're really, really good. Please consider liking and subscribing, and hopefully I will see you next time. Maybe without cats.